Hey everyone, my name is Spencer Balke and I'm super excited to bring you the first Workout Wednesday Power BI edition. For those unfamiliar, Workout Wednesday is a community initiative that challenges participants to recreate data visualizations. This initiative has lived entirely in the Tableau community until now. Every week on Tuesday afternoon, we will post a challenge that can be found here at workout-wednesday.com, and then a solutions video will be posted later in the week. So let's take a look at the website to get a little lay of the land, and then we'll jump right into our first challenge. If you are looking for Tableau challenges, click here. Power BI challenges, click here. If you do participate, we encourage you to fill out the submission form that just gives us a little detail about who you are so that we can track participation throughout the year. And then you can click on contributors to find out a little bit more about the people that run Workout Wednesday. So let's get started with our first challenge. And just before we start, I want to remind people that because this initiative is just kicking off, we're going to start with some more basic challenges and then they will become progressively harder throughout the year. So if these first few challenges seem to be a little too simple for your taste, just wait. We will have harder and harder challenges as the year progresses. So we hope that you find a challenge that will push you and help improve your skill set within Power BI. So let's jump into week one and the solution. So the requirements for this week were pretty simple. To import the data into Power BI, to clean your data set by eliminating FBS totals and blank rows from the FBS conference field, and then to create a data model within Power BI. We're going to be using this data set for the next couple of challenges, so it's important that we get the data model and this step right so that the rest of the challenges going forward make sense. So I'm going to open up my data. Now, it's pretty tempting to come up here and click Get Data, and it's also tempting to come here and click Import Data from Excel, especially if you're using an Excel file like myself. But when importing data, I always like to open up Power Query just so I have all of these transformation tools at my fingertips if I need them. So I'm going to click on New Source, I'm going to click Excel, and I'm going to bring in my NCAA profits and loss, and then I'm going to bring in all three of my tabs. I'm going to drag my fact table up to the top here. That's not a must do, but it's just a preference. And you can see that we have our two dimension tables and we have our fact table. So our first requirement was to eliminate blanks and FBS totals from the FBS conference field. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down here and I'm going to deselect these values from that list. Now this is going to filter my data set as I go into desktop, so those values will not be available to me in my final data model. So that's why we're filtering them out here. So we filter those out, and we should be good to go. Our dimension tables don't need much cleaning. Actually, I just realized it did not recognize the header. So actually, if you need to come here, use our first row as header. Now let's make sure that that didn't happen on any of the other ones. It doesn't look like it did. So cool. All right, so now that my tables are good to go, I'm going to close and apply. And we're going to wait for it to think here real quick. Okay. So now we can see that there are some preset data models in here. And for the most part, I think they're going to be right, but we just want to double check. You can see here I've arranged this with my fact table in the middle and my dimension tables on the outside per the best practices for any star schema. So first, let's check my relationship here. My ID fields are matching. There is many in this fact table because there are multiple years per these IDs. And there is one in my dimension table. I want it active. So that is good to go. I'm going to come here. We have our conference and our conference matching so that we can get our conference abbreviations in. And that is matching as well, many to one. Cool. So now we have our data model. This is fairly simple. We wanted to highlight making a change in Power Query, bringing in data through the Power Query window, and also setting up our first data model. Again, we're going to use this data model in the next couple challenges. We really just want to get people comfortable with the format of Workout Wednesday and comfortable with some of the challenge formats that you might see coming up. So that's all for this week. Very short and sweet. We look forward to you all participating. To share, what we suggest you do is there's three options. You can either share a photo or a screenshot of your final solution. In this case, this might be a good one combined with maybe your filtering out for the totals and the blanks. You can also share a GIF that shows that you solved the problem, or if your tenant allows you to make workbooks public, you can share that published to web and then share it. Obviously, at this step, there won't be much to show, but later down the road, that will be a valuable way to share publicly if you are allowed. And then once you have either captured that GIF, screenshot, or a public report, you can share it on Twitter or LinkedIn. Please tag either myself, Megan Longoria, Shannon Lindsay, or Dave Eldersveld on Twitter or LinkedIn, and use the hashtag Workout Wednesday, or excuse me, the hashtag WOW 2021, so WOW 2021. And then also please include the hashtag Power BI so that we can differentiate your submissions from the Tableau submissions. Thank you everyone for watching this video. My name is Spencer Bauke. We are really looking forward to this year of Power BI challenges as a part of the Workout Wednesday family. Thank you all for tuning in, and we hope to hear from you all in this coming year. See ya.